Hello, my fellow Homo sapiens. Today, we're going to be doing a very broken deck review. This is one of my decks that I actually use in my locals, and believe me, it's extremely good. So, we're going to start this off with 3 blasters. Plain and simple, what he does is you can send him and another fire monster into the graveyard to blow up 1 card on the field. It doesn't even have to be your opponent. So good, so good. 2 of the babies. We have 3 Redox. You can send him and another earth monster to the graveyard to special summon 1 monster out the grave. 2 of the babies. And pretty much all of them is the same way. We have 3 Tidal. You can send him and another water monster to the grave to send a water monster to the grave. Or 1 monster to the grave, I believe. I don't really actually use this effect often. 2 of the babies. Have 3 Tempests. Pretty much you can send him another wind monster to the grave and add a monster from your deck to your hand. Now the monster it has to be is actually going to have to be a dragon. And 2 of the babies. The reason why I'm not talking about any of the other effects is pretty much common knowledge that you can remove either 2 winds or a dragon monster, banish it to special summon it from the hand of the graveyard. If it is banished, you can add a wind monster from your deck to your hand. 3 lads, Light and Darkness Dragon. He is so good. The main reason I play this is I main deck this is I like control. And especially when it comes down to other people, I want to make sure I'm negating their card effects and their monster effects, and I'm going off with my effects. So pretty much, you kill him, I still special something out the graveyard. Most likely Blaster, a 28 beater. 2 Wavering. Wavering is basically for Light and Darkness. You can call him the baby for Light and Darkness. Plain and simple. He gets sent to the graveyard, banish Light and Darkness. When I banish him from the graveyard, add Light and Darkness to the hand. I'm plussing. 3 Effect Bailers. Plain and simple. Like I said before, I like control. Not just that, it's a tuner. All my dragons are 7 stars, so guess what? 1 more star, make it 8. I'm syncing up for 8, baby. Now this is my own little tech I just put in. I had a few problems with Evil Swarms before, and a little bit with spell books. You got Opion on the field, book his ass. Put him face down. Face down, ass up. Just how I like it. Now I'm about to go off and special summon. Since I don't normal summon much with this deck, he works so good in the main deck. 2 Skill Drains. Plain and simple, Skill Drain negates the monster effects. My dragons stay on the field. I got Blast on the field. 28 beater just sitting there smiling at you. You're not having a good day, are you? Now time for the spells and traps. We have 3 Golden Sarcophagus. Plain and simple, I banish a dragon, I add the archetype to my hand. So if I banish a fire dragon, a blaster, I'm adding the fire to the hand. It's a +1. Then I get the other dragon, so you can say it's a +2 after a while. So good, so good. Now I don't play too much match and trap cards in here, so here's the next. Now I like this one, main and simple. I banish a dragon, draw 2, then add that archetype to my hand. A +3. Can't go wrong. Card Destruction. If I have a handful of dragons, I want them in the grave, card Destruction, draw, then I can special summon all my dragons out the graveyard. And mess my opponent's hand up. There's so much draw power with this. 2 Super Rejuve. At first I was playing 1, I didn't care too much for it, but everyone kept telling me, play 2, play 2, play 2. So I bumped it up to 2. It's good, but for some odd reason, it seemed like it comes in my hand at the worst time. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Heavy Storm. I don't play Dark Hole, I don't side Dark Hole, there's no need, I have enough power, I have enough control, and usually, sometimes I even side out Monster Reborn, it just depends who I'm going against, or even side out Heavy Storm. When it's siding out time, sometimes it's hard, because I use all the monsters, but the spell and traps I can go without. Now time for the extra deck. We have 2 Big Eyes. Now we already know what makes this deck. Big Eyes, Dragosack. Main cards. You remove Big Eye and Dragosack, the deck would probably be garbage. That's my own personal opinion. Three Big Eyes. Maybe they were big back in the day or a few weeks ago. Now they done dropped down in price. But it's okay. Big Dragosack is still a Dragosack. Big Eye is still a Big Eye. It still make the deck run good. Two Abyss, I think it's Agalo or something like that. Forgive me for pronouncing it wrong. But basically, I use 2 of the waters, level 7, put them together, negate my opponent monster effects, and stop them from attacking most likely. More control. 2 Ghost Stardust, and if you can see that, they are sexy. They are very sexy. Plain and simple, negate if they're gonna blow something up, but he's so small these days, I really rarely get him out. 1 first edition Ulti Thought Ruler. Plain and simple, gain those life points, you target him, I'll pay 1,000 to negate. Red Dragon Arc Fiend. Now, a problem I do have sometimes running into Moshmillin or Spirit Reaper, or a lot of people, they want to play defense, they want to put a whole bunch of cards face down. The new Ghost monsters is coming out. Okay, summon him, I'm attacking 1, destroy all of them. Come on now. 1 Black Rose Dragon, plain and simple, blowing up the field, then I'm gonna go off. Crimson Blader. This card is just too good to be a rare. He should have been a secret, a ulti, something. He's just too good. You go against a Marmito player or another Dragon player, you hit him, good game. It's done. They cannot special summon anything over level 5. Oh my goodness. Now, sometimes I don't pull him out when I can, because I'm scared that somebody could Monster Reborn him and use him against me. He's a very nasty and dangerous card. 1 Mist Worm. And 1 Scrap Dragon. And we have 4 tokens. Plain and simple, I just picked up the tokens not too long ago. I was using dice as my tokens and a player had an issue with it, so I went on ahead and got the tokens. So, now we're going to go to the side deck. Now the main thing I have problems with this deck is spellbooks. Well, actually not spellbooks, it's fate. Now, we can all argue, fate is spellbooks. Nah, the only reason I have problems with them is because fate. So, first thing first, I'm gonna run 2 Curse of Darkness. I can only get 1 right now. They pay 1,000 for each time they play a spell card. We have 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance. Okay, put your cards face down for 1 turn. Even quick plays. It says until their next turn. So all cards are the same for spell cards. They have to put it face down and wait till their turn. Guess what? I'm a laggy this turn. Oh, I'm a Heavy Storm. And 1 more skill drain. Pretty much for Evil Swarms. Negate their monster effects. Now down to the monsters. 3 Kaiku of Ghost Destroyer. Just for spell books. I hate fate. I hate fate with passion. And this says no removing from your graveyard. Very dirty card. 3 Electric Viruses. I use this against Evil Swarms. Opion, most of their Exceed monsters are dragons. I'm going to take it. And I'm going to attack with it. And most likely tribute it at the end of the day. I also use this against other E-Dragon players. Or even if they're playing dragons, that's not E-Dragons. Curse of Light. Plain and simple. Can't summon, normal summon, special summon dark monsters, and you can't attack with dark monsters. I just added this to the side deck, and it works great. For Evil Swarms, this Evil Swarm hate. Now I used to have these took the place of Max C. I actually had Max C in main deck. Then I took them out to side deck because in my locals, people are just playing spell books or Evil Swarms. So having Max C in main deck wasn't working. Having it in side deck really didn't work. You know, unless I went against another Dragon player, it wasn't consistent enough for other players to have like, oh, a whole bunch of special summons. So I put these in, worked like a charm. And my last and not least, one more. Just in case, if we're going against an Evil Swarm player, I want to make sure that I can book their Opion and go off. Plain and simple. Face down, ass up. That's how I say it. So, this is my Dragon Ruler deck. I hope you enjoy watching. I am Uzumaze Hadou. And thanks for watching.